Welcome to the Gacha space, where debates are never credible and hate is inevitable. But that's not what I'm here to talk about today, so I don't know why I even started the video like that. Watashi no te wa butata yo baka. Yo, what is wrong with this kid? Edit all of this out, and I know my future self is not gonna edit any of that out. We're not here to talk about drama. I want to take a look at a few content creators who I've checked out, who I've watched and found myself enjoying their content, but also wondering why they either don't get the views they should, get hate which is a bit undeserved in my opinion, or otherwise both of the above. Should be a short video, but hey, sub up. It's been much love through 2024 so far and we're shooting for that 10K, so I'd appreciate the support. Also, you can follow me on Twitch if you want. Name's Female Glazer. I considered starting streaming, but I'd probably get banned within a week. I don't know, we'll see what happens. Back to the point, I have a couple of creators I wanted to look at and hold up for a quick minute because I personally feel like these creators are severely underappreciated in this community. Starting with a VTuber that you probably know and you either love or hate with no in between. HexJuice. Now HexJuice isn't an underrated creator here, which is why I methodically use the word underappreciated instead. Because you see, HexJuice is one of those creators that has people on one side of the spectrum or the other. I personally love HexJuice. Let me rephrase that. I personally really like HexJuice. I put my friends who don't even play gacha games for real onto HexJuice just because I think she's a good creator. And that's for a couple of reasons. First of all, she's extremely loud, hot-headed, and outspoken, and I find that very entertaining and amusing to watch. I also like Hex because she's extremely supportive. I mean, we don't even know each other for real, but she's gone out of her way to support my channel on multiple different occasions, and that's something I massively respect. And so, while it may be a little bit of bias on my part because I like HexJuice as a person, not just as a creator, I think she's underappreciated because her content is taken for granted. Let me explain. HexJuice is often considered to be a female tectone or VTuber tectone, and simply for that reason people hate on her, hate troll her content, and otherwise try to get her cancelled. But if you really watch their content, the only real similarities between the two of them is they both play games and they're both outspoken and brash. Spoiler alert, those aren't exclusive to just those two, so unless you're gonna say that every hot-headed gacha gamer is a tectone clone, then that argument really doesn't make sense. And circling back to the point of people trying to cancel HexJuice, there doesn't even seem to be a real reason why. I thought it was because she was outspoken, but when I tried that same thing, nobody cared. I thought it was because she made content on some of hoyoverse's most hated, but I kinda do the same thing, and again, nobody cared. So clearly the only problem left must be that she's a female, right? But for my channel OGs, you know that when I tried going undercover as a woman in an all-female Discord server, they ended up accepting me just because they thought I was funny, and hey. W-Riz, yes sir. Point is, HexJuice is painfully overhated, and there's no particular reason why that I can think of. Someday her content may slow down or she may retire altogether, and at that point people will realize what they've taken for granted, because sometimes you don't know how much you cherish something until it's gone. But on the flip side, sometimes you don't know how much you cherish something if you don't even give it a chance, and in that regard I feel like Luhrow has got to be one of the most heavily slept on gacha creators. Now don't take this the wrong way, but I truly feel like Luhrow is a better streamer than YouTuber. The YouTube looks, it's a work in progress, but we all start from somewhere and we all learn, hopefully. But as for the Twitch side of things, I think Luhrow has gotta be one of the most raw, and natural talents for entertaining in the gacha space. Believe it or not, in person I'm actually pretty stoic regardless of how I'm feeling. So I could be recording this video or recording a sweetly love song freestyle and my face would look like this the entire time. Why do I bring that up? Because Luhrow is one out of only a handful of creators in this space that have ever managed to make me audibly express my approval of their content through more than a smirk or a smile. Some people find his jokes to be corny, some find them to be peak, but regardless of what side you stand on, it's undeniable that they're never boring. Even if you personally don't like it, Luhrow has never not kept chat engaged. He's a natural entertainer, but I feel like he shines more when the content is spontaneous and unfiltered versus when he's conscious of the fact that he's making a video. Maybe that's a hot take, but hey, Luhrow has his moments of zoomer humor, bars, and I guess that can be off-putting to some people, but the jokes he makes don't really matter simply for the fact that his delivery is typically pretty good. He's quick-witted, and he can piggyback off of what others say pretty well. There's a lot of effort put into what he does, and for the quality of his streams, I don't think his CCV really reflects that. Seriously, if I'll ever advocate for you to give a content creator a chance, it's this guy. Just go give it a taste test. You either like it or you don't. But in the case of Luhrow, I feel like there's a lot of people who don't even give him a chance. And let me say this, you're missing out. And I considered bringing up a third creator, but you know what? I'll leave that to you. There are a good amount of other creators, big and small, that I personally feel are very underappreciated around here. Maybe that's a discussion for another time. So again, you can comment what creators you feel deserve more support or otherwise less hate, but I seriously recommend you to give the creators mentioned in this video a chance. They'll both be linked down below in the description for ease of access, and that being said, again, sub up, let's reach 10k together, you feel me? And if I ever start streaming, I guess we'll do a getting banned speedrun. But I'ma catch y'all boys, and girls, in the next one, alright? We out this piece. Yup.